So we've got another week's installment of this podcast. I'm PVZ2 Insider, and I've got a special guest today. My first subscriber.
Dad, what? Dad, stop that!
Are you amping this up? Are you playing this up?
No, Dad, just be quiet. Stop.
Okay, well there you are.
This video.
Maybe I'll blank out your name because you're a minor. Oh, actually, we'll definitely do that. That's probably a good idea. But anyway, like we're gonna see in someone else's video here, anything is fair game when it comes to YouTube, right? If you put stuff out there for people to see, people are gonna go with it and like pry and see whatever they can see, myself included. This week, rather than doing a walkthrough like with the tournament this year, which is this week, which is Starfruit's tournament. Rather than doing a walkthrough, what I thought we'd do is look at, because I was kind of late to the game too, like by the time I got around to playing it, it was already a day in, and there were already people publishing and posting their YouTube strategies. So I thought I would review them. So this is like a strategy review session. We're going to look at some YouTubers and see what is what, and then figure out, kind of synthesize all that information and figure out which is the best strategy. And we'll see that there's lots of things that are in common with a lot of the strategies, and the things that are totally like things you should not do. And so there's lots to learn during this video. So are you excited about this, Ethan?
Not at all.
Not at all excited. Okay, well, thanks for coming along. And I'm glad you're here with me. I'm not paying you for this, by the way.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Please pay me.
I should pay you because this is pretty terrible. Okay, so this is my video. I'm going to close this up and we'll go over to our first video. This is from a tomgaughan?
I don't think you're saying that right.
I'm probably not saying that right, but it's from Tom. And Tom has uploaded this nice blurry video for us to watch. And, he scores 1 million, which is a pretty good score. And so I think a lot of people are probably interested in to see how he scores 1 million. He's got Gold Bloom out there. I think Gold Bloom is actually a premium plan. You had to buy it with gems at one point, or you have to pay $5 or $7 Canadian for that plan right now. So this strategy might be out of reach for some people. It is out of reach for me. I don't have that planned. I can't do that. Mom has that planned, but I don't. He's got caramel potato mine. He's got walnut. He's got lava guava. He's got some hurricane.
Isn't it the explosive walnut?
Yeah, that's right. What is that thing called? Oh, what is that thing called? That walnut?
Explodo-nut.
Explodo-nut. Thank you. He's got Explodo-nut, Nathan. So we're gonna press play.
Which is also a premium plant.
Is it? Oh, I've got Explodo-nut. Oh, maybe it is.
I think it's premium.
Anyway, let's watch this thing for a bit here. So his deal with this strategy is he doesn't have any plants that he lays down except for near the front. Of course, you score the most points in these battles at the front. And he's holding zombies back with the Explodo nuts. He's using his lava guava to destroy the zombies as they walk past.
And hurricane.
He's going to use hurricane to blow back the zombies back to that starting line so that he can blow them up where they're worth the most points. So they're about 6,000 each, as you can see there. He doesn't have any plans to worry about protecting, and it's all exploding things and pushbacky things that he's using. This sounds like a pretty good strategy, and we got him 1 million points. I don't know, what can you say? He was playing this, I guess, in his spare time because, at some point during this video, he gets a notification, just as we well might get a notification during this video. He does his very best to ignore that video, as I do when I'm playing my video games. I hate those notifications. Look at this, his strategy's doing pretty well here. But at some point in time, though, he's distracted by this. So we see that his Instagram name is Wanderlust Studio AZ for Arizona. That got me curious. Of course, I couldn't resist. Ethan, give me some information like that. I'm just gonna pry. Is it weird?
It's really creepy, Dad.
I shouldn't probably do this.
You should not go to his Instagram.
Okay, but isn't it fair game? I mean, He's got it there for us to see.
No, but you can do whatever you want.
Maybe he was hoping that the blurriness would mean that we couldn't see it, or maybe he didn't know that people could pause YouTube videos. He's got a lot of YouTube videos, speaking of which, let's just click on this thing. And we see that his channel over here, he's got some YouTube videos of like
Gymnastics
and bikini stuff, and his uploads are well, this one that we're watching now, and some other weird, like a lot of, so he's got a lot of things going on, a lot of different hobbies, and he's got, oh right, on his, look, you can even see it here, Wanderlust. He's advertising this already, so it's not actually too much to go in and pry a little bit and check out his Instagram account, and which has a link to his own thing here, and his own website. He's got a company that he's running with his wife, and they've got this great page that they made with Wix. My only comment at this would be to change the default. You can't really see it here. I'll bring it down. See this see the description of this page? It's called My Site. That's because they didn't go in and they didn't change like that field from My Site to something more
Wanderlust
on
Studios.
point, like Wanderlust Studios would have made more sense. Yeah. Anyway, so that's me prying a little bit into this guy's life, and I'm sure I'll be pried back. Anyway, so he's doing that on his spare time, gets 1 million points, posts on Instagram, takes some pictures, goes traveling, watches some fights, does it all. This guy, he's really great. Okay. The next guy that we're looking at, oh, that was Tom. Thanks, Tom. So the next guy that we're going to have a look at is Alien Gurke. Now, Alien Gurke, here's this guy who's got level 10 plants. All of them are level 10 plants.
Some of them are level 15, like the laser bean.
The laser bean is level 15. That's crazy. And I was drawn to this video because I saw the 15.4 million plus in Battlez, and I thought, I want to get 15 million too, because that is awesome. But then I started realizing, wait a second, the higher you level up your plants, the lower they cost. Like, that guy can get laser beam for 100 sun. And
normally we get it for 200.
200 or something like that, right? And the moonflower is half price at 25 instead of 50. Snapdragon's really cheap. So all his things, the Starfruit.
It's called frozen chomper thing.
Oh, it's called cold Snapdragon or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Frozen
it
Snapdragon? Like... What is it called? It's called cold Snapdragon. That's what it's called. I looked it up. Okay. So anyway, he's got all these things, and so I came to this video because I saw the score. I wanted the score myself. I watched the video and realized I can't do this. I can't set this up with 3 rows of these moonflowers here because I can only set up 1.5 rows because they cost me twice as much. So right off the bat, the strategy doesn't work for me. This generates a lot of sun. In turn, he's able to buy these super cheap plants. Oh, we've got the sound on this one. Sorry about that, guys. And we can listen to some EDM while we watch his video. And he goes to town. He just totally destroys this. So I thought, wow, I mean, is this the end state for all of us? Is this what happens when we play this year after year and do nothing but play this video? Devote our whole lives to this video? And then I started thinking, well, who is this Alien Gurke guy? Like, what is he up to? How does he get this good? How does he find the time to spend all this time playing Plants vs. Zombies?
I think because he has money.
He's not getting a lot of views on his videos right now, so he's not supporting himself through YouTube.
Well, not enough through I never knew.
So I went in here and I poked around, and I saw more of the same kind of videos. Boop. And then I came across one of these videos that looked a little bit shady. Where is it here? It's this one over here off screen. Sorry guys, I'll click on it. It'll become on screen. This one is called Everything for 10 Coins Tutorial. And it involves what looks to me like hacks. Ethan, what do you think? Hacks?
Probably.
You can see by the screen at the bottom there, he's using this on Android. He's not on iOS. We're on iOS. We can't actually hack PVZ as far as I know. But it looks like he's doing some kind of serious hacking of PVZ right now. And This everything for 10 coins tutorial sounds like, I mean, if I haven't watched this video to the end, but I'm guessing he's going to get everything for 10 coins. He's going to level up his plants to 10, and that explains how he can start off with this insane 15.4 million score. And all his videos are kind of the same. So, I mean, there's not really a takeaway for me from this guy's strategy other than, well, he's using, like everyone seems to be using in these videos, spearmint. And spearmint is a good, spearmint sets up these spike rocks, thanks. Spike rocks right at the front there, and each spearmint you use sets up a row, and in that way you hurt your zombies as they cross the starting line there real quick, and that helps you destroy them and get the most points for them. So that's something that I guess that we can learn that from this strategy. But other than that, you know, this one doesn't really apply for me. I'm gonna, you know what, I should have done this too on Tom's video. I'll go back and do that in a second. I'm gonna subscribe anyway. Subscribe. And
I like his video.
You like his video?
No, just like his video.
Oh, I should like his video too. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's give it a like.
So he doesn't get angry at you.
Right.
Like a diss track or something.
Well, hold on. Let's show. Wait a second.
Do you have to like Tom's too?
Yeah, let's go find Tom's in our history. Tom's. Where's Tom? Tom, here you go. I'm gonna find your video. I'm gonna like it. Videos. Here we go. And I'll subscribe because I want more wrestling in my life.
And like.
And I'll like it. And look, I'm the first to like it. And then the 14th viewer. Actually, I think all those views are me. Just preparing for this podcast.
I don't think you can. Is it a thing where you can just like.
Does it work that way?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Where you can just have like one person. Because then you could just get like a machine that just like clicks on it and then starts the video again.
Well, you don't know this, but we're heading to the Apple Store and we're going to load up this podcast, our podcast that we're doing right now, on all the computers there, and just get it running there to get some views, some mass views.
Ooh.
Then we'll head over to the Microsoft Store and do the same, and we'll just basically hit Best Buy, do the same thing there. All the phones, all the computers, all the laptops.
Can I join?
That's what we're doing. We're going to get our views really high. Yeah, I need you. You're my
assistant.
You're my muscle. Yeah, you're the person. You're gonna cut my time in half. I'm searching for a phrase that I can't find. But okay, so that's this guy. And I liked his video. We saw Alien. We liked his. So now we're on to MinhTu. What's the deal with MinhTu? Well, you know, if you guys haven't caught what's happening with all these battles now is I'm gonna this sound again. Is that we've got this buffs and bruises thing going on over here, and so to the right on the screen here, it shows you that there's two categories of plants that
are buffed and do extra damage.
They do extra damage, yeah. So you want to kind of, I mean, if you can, you got to pick those kind of plants, right? So it looks like.
And then there's if there is like a red arrow that's pointing downwards, I think is it's where it does less damage.
It does less damage, yeah.
And if it's an X, then it does 0 damage.
It does 0 damage.
Classes. Like,
all right, so it looks like lightning does 0 damage here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna press play here. I think I don't know where he does it here, but at some point he's gonna swap out some plants here, and I don't know if he does it on purpose, whether he really likes filament and he just like uses it out of habit, or there's no commentary on his video, so I don't know, but he swaps out one of the mints for filament. And of course filament is the filament type of plant, which is X'd out, does no damage in this round. So let's kind of zoom ahead a little bit and kind of watch him struggle with filament. So he's playing also, you can see there's a mouse on the screen, so he's playing it on his computer rather than on a portable device. But he's gonna...
Oh, I thought that was yours.
No, that's him. That's him doing that. So he's gonna grab filament in a second here. Here he goes. He's gonna drop some filament down. Look at all the damage it does! That's just coincidental damage. That actually wasn't from filament. Normally filament just like wreaks total havoc on those plants and lights everything up with lightning.
You mean zombies?
Yeah, I mean zombies, that's right. But it didn't do anything there. And look, I will show you again that a little bit later, 2 minutes and 10 seconds in, kind of does the same thing. He's just not getting it. He doesn't understand that filament does nothing. Or maybe he's giving us a show. He's doing this as a tutorial. We missed it. Maybe he's letting people know, like, don't bother using filament because it does nothing. Ugh, we missed it. Why is this video not timed right? There we go. He drops it.
Does nothing.
Does nothing. There you go. That's the whole point. So did we learn anything there? Yeah. Don't use filament lightning plants in this round of Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah. Depending on what the buffs and bruises thing is.
Right. So pay attention to that. If you don't, well, you won't go far. So this guy...
You didn't like the guy's video.
Oh, right. I gotta thank you. Thank you. Let's undo that closed tab. Let's go in and subscribe. Subscribe's a hard word to say. And let's like this video. Okay, so let's close this up. And now we're back to GumGumz. So GumGumz is all about his production value. He's got these like intro videos here. And some animation that he's gotten from EA Games, I guess. Maybe it's even sponsored. I have no idea. Anyway, then he goes into the battle practice area, or he's showing us these clips. Maybe this is the guy down here. Looks like a young guy, much younger than me, maybe your age. And he's going to town. So what can we learn from this guy? Well, let's have a look at him play.
I think the only people that are watching our video are pretty much the only people that are watching your video so far is your family and your friends.
Right. Okay. So there you go. Okay. So this guy GumGumz has this strategy and it's a strategy that works in some games, where he puts down a lot of sun shrooms, and it's a cheap way to get sun if your sun shrooms will last about a minute until they grow into the big sun shrooms. But as you can see here, there are lots of things to eat those, lots of zombies that will eat those sun shrooms before they grow substantially. He's going to get decimated in a little bit here, and his sun producing ability is going to go right down here.
You can kind of see how it says failed in the title.
Oh yeah, we got failed in the title here. So he knows what's happening here.
After he's edited it.
Mm-hmm.
Made the title.
There's not a lot of firepower here in his strategy. That's a little bit weird, placing that winter melon right on the back row there, because he's gonna have a zombie dropped right onto it with these pterodactyls. Anyway, it's not going well for poor GumGumz, and as he says in his own video, he fails. Like the production value, like the fact that, we've got some
animations.
Yeah, some animations, some crisp recordings there, so it's easy to see. It's kind of like torturous and painful to watch this. He goes through a couple rounds, getting better as he goes. Still, though,
only reaching a top score of
whoops, I'm clicking through these videos. It's pretty. Sorry about that.
Yes, around 600, maybe 600,000.
Anyway, so I guess a novice could watch that and learn something from it. Not too much. Not super great in terms of the strategies for this week. So we'll kind of put that aside, and now we'll look at Mythic BishEU. We'll give this a like and a subscribe right off the bat, so don't forget. And what's this guy got going on here? Let's just watch this for a little bit. I think this person's playing on iPad, given the square recording. Oh, there's that sound again. Okay, so yeah, he's setting up his moonflowers, and he's got the that what is that pea called? That pea shooter, the shadow pea shooter, which was available about 2 weeks ago for purchase through, well, not purchase, kind of like purchase. You could buy packs that could get you the little what are they, mint or the seeds for seed packets, seed packets for that Shadow Mint guy, and then the Shadow pea shooter could be yours. So his plants are relatively like low-level plants. We got the highest is level 5. So actually, he probably did a lot of probably converted a lot of his gems into those seed packets for Shadow Pea, and this is strategy that works really well. The cool thing about Shadow Pea Shooter in this round is that it slows down the zombies as they approach, which means they spend more time on the rocks and the spike rocks. And once he gets a second layer of spike rocks in here, they'll do more damage.
And also, it keeps them in like the far zone longer. So.
Right. Yeah, so you get more points too. The other cool thing about the plant is that it will eat a zombie.
If it gets too close.
If it gets too close, it'll hide into a hole.
But then it has a recharge time.
And the zombie will fall into it, and that will work once or twice, and then the plant actually disappears after that. So there's a limit to how many. It's probably also dependent on what level it is, but there's a limit to how many times it'll turn into a hole and suck a zombie into that hole. And then you'll have to replant the Shadow Pea Shooter. So this looks like it's going pretty well so far. He's got a minute left. He's about 369,000. And yeah.
The green screen is like not aligned.
Oh yeah, the green screen. I know it's not perfect, but it's because of the square iPad video. He's using his power-ups on the sunbeams, which I guess destroys a row, but isn't really super effective. If you can get the plants that you want powered up on those center tiles there, then all 3 of them will go off. So I'll just continue to watch this for a bit. I think it'll probably end up around 1 million, if I'm guessing, if I were to guess. Let's see.
I'm thinking like 900,000.
$868. You win. You're closest without going over. I think the price is right. Okay, so let's give this a subscribe.
We already did that.
Oh, all right, we already did that. So thanks, Mythic, for, I don't know, nothing? I mean, it wasn't that great. I didn't learn a lot. Was that video worth posting? I don't know if it really is.
I don't know if your videos are worth posting.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. Whatever. I'm a little bit hurt by that, but I think it's really funny though. And you're right. Time will tell. But I think, what I've got here in terms of a channel that I'm developing is I've got some commentary that you can watch and learn and laugh along with as we figure out how to defeat this week's battles. All right, so this is Loser.
I see there's a common strategy to kind of like a B shape.
Yeah, what is
with the 2 holes there.
That's interesting. I wonder why he chose that on purpose. But you know what? This guy's going to get destroyed, just like we saw in the last one. Those mushrooms are going to get eaten real quick. Although he's got a level 7 sunbeam, so that makes buying... Or laser beam, so buying those laser beams are really easy for him.
Well, they're easier. Not as good as that other guy's. So we could buy them for 100.
Oh, and look at that. He's shooting his... what are these things called at the end here?
Lawnmowers.
Lawnmowers, yeah. He's using his lawnmowers. You can do that once with each lawnmower in battles. You can shoot your lawnmower as a defensive tactic. I don't know if you knew that, but you can. You can just hold down the lawnmower or click on it or whatever you're doing if you're playing on PC.
Oh yeah, there's another wintermelon strategy.
And you can shoot it. So
another wintermelon strategy.
Yeah, wintermelon.
Just slow them down.
Slows them down. Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, kind of like Hurricane. Maybe he doesn't have Shadow Pea Shooter, so he's not able to use Shadow Pea Shooter for that reason.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's gonna get destroyed. Loser 55. Loser 55 says, this one is challenging. Too many zombies go on the back. That is true, and that's why Shadow Pea Shooter is good for that. If you don't have Shadow Pea Shooter, you're kind of hooped in this one.
You can just put like what's it called? Either those ones that shoot backward, or spike rocks, or those potato mines, those beans, or those beans that they eat and they fart.
I haven't seen anyone use those beans in this week's battles, but I have seen people use potato mines for that reason, and it works really well. And actually, one of the videos that we'll see later uses that. Oh, so he's on Android. Why hasn't he hacked his device here and done what Alien Gurke did and just get level 10 plants and everything? I'm not sure. Okay, so
subscribe and like.
All right, subscribe and like. Am I already subscribed? No. Subscribed, liked, Loser 55. Not much to learn from Loser 55 here. Except that really cheap laser beans are cool. And maybe regardless, look at this. These are now producing 100 sun now with each one of these things. So maybe he's going to do really well here. Hold on a second. This is turning on us. He's got a minute left. He's already at 500,000. He's probably going to get another 500,000 in the last minute. Maybe things are going well for this guy.
Why is everything going so slow?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what happens on Android when when the screen is full with.
Well, maybe it's like
pixels.
An older phone.
An older phone, yeah. Maybe. I'm gonna zoom ahead.
You can't just like hate on Android.
Look at that! He's up to 1.7. Okay, well, level 7 sunbeam. You can do anything with level 7 laser beam.
I'm sorry, but they're beans.
They're beans, laser beans.
Laser beans.
Laser beans, yeah.
Laser beans.
Look at that. You got a level 7 laser beam, you're set. Any strategy will work. You'll notice that all those shrooms are gone, right? The mushroom producing plants.
Those
sun producing plants that are mushrooms. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I meant to say.
No, you.
Well, my brain is old.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Wait, do we want them to know how old you are?
No. Well, I mean my 40s.
Or are you in your 20s, Dad? You're in your 20s.
That's right. I'm in my 20s.
Yeah.
That was my young voice. Okay, so we're going to close this one up and we're going to watch Piano Plants. Now, Piano Plants shtick, Ethan. It's called Piano Plants because in the background, there's lovely piano music.
Oh.
Huh? That's his angle.
Ah, cool.
Is it lovely? Is it wonderful? Does it make you want to watch Plants vs. Zombies?
No.
Yeah, I don't really know if it's working for me either, but you know what? In the vein of, or in the theme of...
Subscribe and like.
We're subscribing and liking. We're doing that right now.
Because we're nice people.
I'm glad you're here because you make this video more interesting because me, on my own, I'm a pretty boring person.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay, thanks. All right, so what else do we have here? We have this guy. He's doing some Plants vs. Zombies stuff. There's piano music in the background. Really, that's all there is to it.
He's using a shrinking violet to...
Oh, nice. Yeah, you noticed that. So he's shrinking down those plants, making them super susceptible to spike rock and easily defeated by the laser beans. And he's got a level 7 laser beam too. Level 6 plants, level 3 plants. Wow.
I think we should level up our laser beam, Dad.
Yeah, that looks really kind of effective here.
And it was effective the last week too, right?
Well, we did see people with laser beam last week. That's right. Coupled with the shadow pea shooter, which is an effective combination. Although he doesn't have the shadow pea shooter this time, he's got Wintermelon doing basically that.
Slowing.
Yeah. And he's got his mint to level 3, which is ridiculous. So anyway, did we like him already? Or we did. We liked to subscribe.
We already did that.
So again, piano in the background. High level plants, not super useful. The last video, I think, for me, was the one that kind of was more closely... He's got some high level plants here. He's got some level 5s and level 6s. But the strategy that he employs is kind of a universal strategy that kind of works. And I've been playing this week using his strategy.
What's that one again?
That's the lobber.
Oh, sand. That's the dust lobber.
Dust lobber. And he uses this. He says actually in this video at the very bottom, this is my first strategy, but on the second attempt, I dropped the dust lobber and replace it with a shadow pea shooter.
Why'd you spoil it? Why'd you spoil it?
I don't know.
Seriously, Dad, you're gonna have to how to cut videos?
Really? Come on, now there wasn't much to spoil there. I'm liking and subscribing to this guy. Okay, so he does this cool thing where he puts down the spike rock, and then what he does is he opens up a hole, actually in this row and in this row, and uses these power tiles here to lob Prowl Potato Mine into those holes, and they become super explosive. So I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit in this strategy here. We might be able to see that.
Well, now you got the shadow piece strategy.
Yeah, he's got the shadow. Yeah, he's got lots of shadow peas. Oh wait, this is the second attempt, I guess. I thought it was in the same video. I thought it wasn't the same video actually. But see how the potato mines are kind of here and here.
No, here and there.
Here and here, yeah, in the second row. Yeah. He does a better job in another video where he makes sure that he opens up the spike rock in that first tile from the right, so that when he lobs the potato mines, they go right in there and they create the most damage, the highest point damage.
Yeah, like where he has them, like where if once explodes, it blows up
3 rows, yeah.
Yeah, one explodes, it blows up 3 rows.
So this pretty much is the strategy of the week, I think. Well, he's got Dust Lobber here too, though. So anyway, he does this again without Dust Lobber and using instead, I think it's Armament. It's in his next video. Let's skip ahead.
Armament? What's that?
Ah, see, you haven't been playing this for a while, so you're not up to speed on your mints.
Yeah, well, then maybe you should make a video about mints.
I probably should.
No, you shouldn't. Please don't do that.
Okay, so here's the next one. And as he says, hey guys, here's my strategy for the week. As I've mentioned, you can remove the dust lobber and use your shadow pea shooter as the primary shooter. Plant your potato mine on the power tiles and on the third row and of the second column while digging out spike rock before placing plant food. So that's the strategy of the week. So
skip ahead because
Ken wins.
Some people aren't audible learners.
Oh, I see. Okay, we gotta watch it?
No, just skip ahead to the parts where it's important and stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay, well over here he starts doing this thing where he's lobbing. He's got his potato mines on the power tiles. He's gonna power up his power. He's gonna get rid of these moonflowers.
He has it on the power tile because then when everything gets powered up, it puts the potato mines in the empty spots.
Yeah, it lobs them into empty spots. That's right. And if he's got empty spots up front there, then he's gonna get lots of points doing it here. So let's go watch it.
I think just throws would be better, or maybe something like that. Like not lobs, because lobs is confusing and it's a fancy word and people.
Mm-hmm. Lob is a very fancy word.
It's so fancy that the Queen of England uses it.
Okay, so we got the shadow pea shooter doing its explosive thing. And then there it goes. See all that damage that was caused at the front there? Those were 2 lobbed Prowl Potato Mines right in the front there. And so
I gave him 1,000,000 points. To be fair, the person that he's competing against isn't the greatest player.
No, it's true. They're only at 20,000 right now, so that's pretty terrible. And I hate to think that, as we get higher in each battles and your streak goes higher and higher, that eventually you're going to run against Alien Gurke and he's going to annihilate you with his 24 million point score and set you right back to the beginning again. It's kind of frustrating. I play this game because I want to be entertained. It's a little bit challenging. I want to level up. I don't want to spend any money doing so. And so I, play a freemium version of this game. And then we got hackers hacking the game in the background. I heard EA, or the theory is EA employs bots too. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But in the Jade League, there's lots of people with super high scores that can really only be achieved if you're playing the game 24/7. So maybe there's something to those rumors. Okay, so now he's got primal potatoes on each of those power squares, power tiles. And as you can see, they're being flung forward and giving him lots of points in that first row there.
Yeah, so every time he placed the plant food on there, he gets like one. Each one produces 2 extra ones, right? Mm-hmm. So that means he would get 6.
Yeah, it's crazy. And he just sits back and lets the points roll in. And that Ken is the strategy this week. Ken wins. What does he win? He doesn't win anything except fame and fortune from
3,000 views.
Fame, yeah, he's got 3,000 views, right? I think the more of these you post, he's got some followers down here. There are people saying, Christine and Diegueto and so on. GumGumz. Hey, GumGumz is here. Anyway, that's a nice little community that I'm joining. And
you're not joining it. No one knows your channel exists.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, I'm trying to join.
So maybe some of you viewers out there, please support his channel, because if you are watching out there, you're probably his only viewer that's not just clicked on the video and then left.
Wow, I'm glad that I asked you along to come to this, because that insight is just so positive. It makes me feel good to hear.
Is it positive or is it negative?
I'm being sarcastic. It's negative.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
I thought it was positive.
Okay, guys.
It was like kind of on the verge between positive and negative, and I think I'm gonna have to go with positive.
All right. Well, positive it is, and what a positive way to end the video. So this is the end of this week's YouTube podcast. What do you call them?
Video.
Okay,
let's just end the recording now.
Okay, we'll end the recording now. And so then we'll just say that we're going to be back again next week. And I think I'm going to invite you along next week. Hopefully you're free.
Please don't.
Oh, okay. And maybe we'll get your sister to add some commentary.
Yeah. Wait,
if she has stopped laughing after having watched the first video, I got nothing but
let's try our hands.
Harassed after I did that first video. Anyway, okay guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.